Hey, it's Mac with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and it's Thursday. It is August 24th, and this will be our chart lesson for today. And this is going to wrap it up for the week. No chart lessons on Fridays. Unfortunately, I'm a little pressed for time today as well, so I'm going to move through these trades pretty quickly. I'm not going to beat around the bush today. I'm just going to go through the trades, and I got to close it up and get this uploaded real quick. So I apologize for the speed at which I'm going to go through these and the lack of really talking about them. There's actually a trade here that you might have considered too. I'm going to mark that one. It's real borderline. Couldn't decide if I wanted to make it green or red. We'll make it green and leave it at that for now. But really, this is a range day today. You can see we're below the EMA, above it, below it, above it, below it, above it, below it, and we're just swinging back and forth. There is a little bit of a downward bias, so there's a few more probably short trades maybe than there were long trades, but it was pretty obvious where the support was across the low, but we were making lower highs on each time we came back on the high side. So that leads you to believe that we could break lower at some point. So we'll just have to see what price action brings tomorrow. But let me back out here and we'll go through these trades real quick and I'm going to wrap it up. Notice we had this channel coming up. We had a couple of different closes outside here. And then we made a little, these are questionable. Since they're in the overnight and they're not real big breaks. The next couple, it was kind of questionable, but finally we get a break here, move to a new high, and it instantly sells off. I don't think you want to go long right here. There's not much room. That's a first entry. And I don't think you want to go second short here until you know for sure there's not going to be another leg. But look what happens. This is even though this is in the textbook reversal pattern, look how it pushes down. It makes a lower low than that low, and really even one tick lower than that low. And it comes back and tests the EMA and then turns down again. Really, this would be your signal bar. It's not a real bullish bar, but it's not really a bearish bar either. But it's only 3 ticks, and so you could get in really cheap, really easy if you wanted to risk that one. I think you're better off to wait. You would have missed a pretty good move there, but sometimes you just have to miss those. But then you get notice how you got one leg down, a little correction, you get a second leg down, it's perfect measured move and it breaks higher, and that confirms your trend line, gives you a big bearish bar. Just go short right there. That's where you want to go short. And that's a nice move, quick move down, easy move, and then we get a break here, close outside, first entry, second entry. So there's a second entry short, big bearish reversal type bar. There's a little bit of resistance across there as well. And that's another quick, easy move before it bounces. And of course, it bounces where this last low was. But notice you got your close outside, move to a new low, and then you get your higher low here. This one, there's a little bit of a stipulation. This is a really big bar, and so it's close to being back to the EMA. So you really need to have enough room to get out, scalp out before you get back to that EMA. So you might let it break higher and then back up. And it did back up at least a tick. You could have got filled in it on my chart. Maybe your chart was a little different. But if you could and you had enough room, then I'm probably okay. Otherwise, you risk getting caught here at this double top and back at the EMA. So you had to be aware of that. But it didn't matter. It just pushed on through. But you don't know that's going to happen, so you have to respect it. And then this whole move here is a repeat pattern of here. It's just a little smaller. Look at the big move up, close outside, move to a new high, and then boom, off it goes. Lower high. It didn't really push through the EMA as easy. But at this point, I like this short. This is a big bearish bar. It's really too big. That's the only problem with this one. Hope your chart may look different. I don't know, but really what you'd want to do is let it break lower and then come back with a limit order a little further back in here. So I don't know if you could catch that one or not. You get your third touch right here in a big bearish bar. Notice how you push down, you go up, come down again. There's a couple of little swings in there, even though they're kind of hidden. But that's a fairly bearish bar, confirming the trend line. We're not back down to the lows yet. It is close to this low, so it does come back here and give you another chance, but then it's right into those lows, and I don't think you want to risk that. So I don't know if I'd take that trade or not. There's another first entry here, but again, you really want to see it test this breakout area a couple of times before you take a short. So I don't think you want to go short there either. We reverse here, and you can't really go long till you get a true reversal pattern here, because you don't have any break of this channel in a new low yet. That's the first break, so you need to be real careful. But notice how it pushes through, gives you a second entry short, and then turns up. You could have gone short here and it would have worked, but this is looking too much like a range day, and this is looking like a reversal pattern, so I wouldn't take that trade to the short side. I like it to the long side. And then we come back and make a low, and then look at the little double test. There's also support right across there. That's a failed break lower, nice bullish bar there. I like going long. It's first break of that trend line. You figure we're probably going to test this high here. Doesn't quite get there. Notice what it is coming back to do here, though. Notice how when we came down, it never came back and tested that. Prices will almost always come back and test those important areas. And it took it all this time, but it did come back and test it before it went lower again. And then you get another little reversal pattern. First entry long, pull back, second entry long, fairly bearish bar. And it's a nice move down. And then it bounces first entry, second entry, and that's the first break of this little trend line. So you figure it's going to test that again, and quick, easy move. And that got you into the 2 o'clock hour. So not a real hard day, but you had to recognize that this is a range type day and trade it accordingly. So, but yeah, I don't have any more time to spend today. I apologize for wrapping up the week so briefly. But I did want you to get a chance to see my chart and what I saw at the end of the day. And it was a pretty good trading day. You had to be patient early on, but there were several good moves and several runners that you could catch today. So even though this is a range type day, these are really nice moves. They're not just 2 or 3 point moves, they're multiple point moves. So you can still make some pretty good money on those kind of range days. It's when you get in these little tight ranges like this that it's hard to make any money except for scalps. So, but yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you had a good week. We'll be back again to do it Monday. But I'm out here for this week. This is Matt with PriceActionTradingSystem.com, and we'll see you next time.